Spiritual warfare doesn't always sound like something you'll hear on The Conjuring. It doesn't always sound like a demonic voice. Sometimes it can simply sound like a trigger, or it can sound like a cycle, a mood, a pattern of thoughts. The list goes on, which is why a lot of times people don't realize when they're actually going through a spiritual warfare, because it does not sound demonic. Principalities attack the very thing they know that can influence your behaviors, your emotions. Why? Because if the enemy can take over your emotional state, he can alter your perception. Now you're questioning God, you're questioning your people, your friends, and you're actively engaging in this process of your emotions without at least checking the facts, without at least checking the validity of that emotional state that you're in, without at least checking and see if that emotion is valid given the situation that you're experiencing. I am always going to scream this from the mountaintops. Your emotions are not always truthful. And if the enemy can keep you in a dysregulated state, then he can keep you operating in a spirit of infirmity, a spirit of fear, a spirit of offense, a spirit of hurt, a spirit of loneliness, a spirit, child. And don't think you too grand and too called and too gifted and too anointed to be influenced by your emotions. All of us can be influenced by our emotions. If you're anxious, you'll try to control everything. If you feel unseen, you'll start people pleasing. If you feel rejected, you'll start sabotaging things. If you feel overwhelmed, you'll start isolating yourself and disappearing from everybody else. If you feel lonely, you'll probably go back to what God delivered you from. How often do you become anxious or worried or upset or angry or vengeful, and it has you impulsive, reactive, irresponsible? Because that's all the enemy needs is a pattern. There are principalities assigned to your emotions, and the enemy will attack you through how you feel. If the enemy can make you feel rejected, he can make you react like you're abandoned. I'm not above the program. That's the reason why when my emotions get the best of me, I get offline. Because if not, I could act a fool online and start venting and doing all that other crazy stuff. No. When my emotions start taking over and they start becoming overwhelming, baby, I need to be at the feet of God. Take it from me, Lord, right now, because I'm about to act a fool and start cutting up and not discipling my emotions like I'm supposed to. Take it, Jesus. Emotions are the fastest way to agreement, and the enemy cannot have authority without agreement. So he throws an emotion at you and he waits for you to partner with it. He's just waiting.